COVID has brought our lives to an absolute stop in some respects, and for some, their libido has taken an even harder hit.
People are spending time during the pandemic trying to improve all areas of their life, physically, mentally, spiritually. But what about sexually? For those whose sex drive is slowed down, there are several hacks to ramp it back up. Newer technology has created an advance for men that hasn't been seen since the invention of the little blue pill. Acoustic sonic waves, first used to help treat wounds that didn't heal, are now being used to help men treat erectile dysfunction. It's a form of shockwave therapy that can improve blood flow in the penis. For those who find sound waves just too futuristic for their private parts, Mother Nature has her own hacks to get your libido going.
Here to discuss some sex hacks is Dr. Paul Thompson. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome, Doc.
So Dr. Thompson, you've practiced as a board-certified urologist. You've seen thousands of patients who struggle with erectile dysfunction. Have you actually noticed an increase in patients who are struggling with their sex drive during COVID?
We've had a marked increase, and we think this is secondary to two things. One, money issues, which many people have had struggle with during this time, and two, just lifestyle changes, living changes. They're working at home, the kids are there because they can't go to school, they can't go to the gym. All that relates to stress. Stress relates to cortisol problems, which leads to sugar problems, on and on and on. Decreased libido, decreased performance.
Well, Dr. Thompson, we've talked about it on the show many times that your sexual health and well-being is sort of an indicator of your overall health and other parts of your body. So if you're not eating right, you're not getting exercise, you may have psychological issues because of the cortisol. I mean, they all go hand in hand with problems with your sex drive, libido, etc. But I know that you've brought forth some hacks, some tips that we're going to share with our audience. I know that you were very instrumental in bringing forward acoustic wave therapy for erectile dysfunction. So tell us how that works.
You know, it all started, we'll just go back to the beginning really quick, and I'll tell you, shockwave is what everybody's familiar with. It's a focused, high-intensity shockwave, broke up kidney stones. As we started to turn that down, we used it for bone fractures and plantar fasciitis, and then we started looking at it and going, hey, there's increased blood flow. We started using it for delayed healing ulcers and extremities, and then we started using it for men for erectile dysfunction. And what we do is we go in, cause some micro trauma. That micro trauma leads to neovascularization. And I always tell people that's just a fancy word doctors use, and it's improved blood flow of the damaged vessel and also new blood flow. That new blood flow, bam, gets everything back the way it was.